All right. So you left home. You're a little bit older. You know what it was like to leave home, but you went to BMT, and we were just talking to Sergeant Waka, that's your recruiter. So I had a great talk with him. But we talked about BMT, and people forget that 5-meter target. It's a thing in sports and in football. Man, okay, you're training for the championship game, but people forget you got to win the quarterfinal game before you make it to the championship.
Yes.
And you got to focus on basic training. So you could be the world's highest speed operator. It doesn't matter. You got to go to basic training, and you got to put out. I imagine that you're in one of the AFSPEC war flights. How was that experience at basic training?
Yeah, it's just a fire hose of information at you. Like, basic training is like what it is, basic military training. And
Preach.
Like, it is like a lot to adjust to and get used to. Like, I couldn't imagine just being right out of high school, and props to everyone on my team and everyone that has like gotten through it like straight from high school, just getting accustomed to all that stuff.
Yep. I was an older dude as well, right? So I didn't get in until I was 21 years old, almost 22. I was not a grown man. I was a child. My brain wasn't even fully formed yet, but I was always astounded by those cats. I was in basic training with, a couple 17-year-olds. Yeah. And I was astounded. I was like, man, how are you getting through this? Because like I've had some life experience behind me, and you're just in here just rolling around like it's cool. Did you use, I was talking to Waka, and I didn't even know, but there was the app, the Aim High app. Did you use that at all before you got in?
I did. And it was pretty nice because it kind of just gave you a little bit of information of what to know during basic, like the core values, the creed and whatnot.
Just silly stuff like rank structure and your reporting instructions. You don't think that they're like, that's going to stress you out. You're like, just whatever. No, it's freaking stressful, because
that is what stresses you out.
It is what stresses out. That's the primary stressor, is you call somebody by the wrong rank, or you say the dumb reporting statement incorrectly, and you're like, you get yelled at for it. You just like, that's it. It's a pain in your butt. Like, you can just get ahead of it. So I'll put another plug out for that one. I didn't even know it existed, but you got through basic. Were you a flight leader? Were you like anything in the dorm?
I was an assistant to the academic guide, so
the academic guide. I love it.
I was helping him out and whatnot. I didn't have many leadership positions or anything. Okay. Everyone in my flight was like, I'd say we were pretty squared away.
That's good. And the age old question, oh no, I'm going to get out of shape in BMT. From your recent experience, we did a lot of work to get operators down there to have talks and lead development sessions and lead that extra PT. Man, just talk to us about those AFSPEC warp training flights.
So I will say, like, it isn't the best PT, but it is a hell of a lot better than just the regular PT that goes on.
Nice.
I guess BMT prevails. Like, what you got to learn there is what you have to learn. So you should come in like being over prepared, I would say, as far as like physical fitness. You're not going to lose it. It's at the end of the day, it's like 2 months, not even. So you're not just going to be weak by the end of it.
Right. And I always laugh at those people. They're like, well, I'm going to lose all my gains. Like, bro, if you're worried about losing gains in a month and a half, really, where you can still work out on your own, like, you weren't in that good of shape to start. Like, sorry, that's just what it is.
Exactly. And the stuff they do teach you, like, that was my first interaction with like cadre and whatnot, because we had them over from SWIC. They came out and basically just gave us some pretty good workouts. You have strength coaches, running coaches. So that's just what you have to focus on, and you push yourself during that time. Like, you get what you put into it.